What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anasha, aka Drippy Nails. I don't have any nails on right now, but they be drip. This was a requested nail tech update video. I usually give you guys like a monthly or bi-monthly or tri-monthly or quad monthly update because I service and I'm now managing a salon, so I really have switched gears in like a matter of 9 months of being back home. Less than a year, I went from working a rinky-dink place and now I'm managing a place. But anywho, I'm gonna update you guys on my last update video where I was talking about me coming back to Las Vegas. I'm gonna tell you what's been going on since then, so stay tuned for this video. Alright guys, speaking about New York, my lash girl, I have a new lash girl. Well, I still have my lash girl in Chicago. I still fly out to her because I just can't. Like, I love my new lash girl, but I love Minky Blinks like so much. I love her, so I have to go to her to get her lashes done. But I will say I like these lashes that I currently have on. She does foreign fills and she's from New York. Her name is the Blinking Pretty Experience on Instagram, and she's from New York and she's now here in Las Vegas, my home city. Okay, so I'm so happy that she's here. I will say it's giving like a big volume like set, and this is really different for myself. Oh my god, I am breaking out a lot. Anywho, but I really like her lashes, so definitely check her out. She also has a shop in New York, guys, so she sells lashes and all types of stuff. I like doing promo for girls that I really like if you got your stuff going, I will promote you. You guys know how I am on my channel. But anywho, check her out. Again, the Blinking Pretty Experience. She's from New York. She is now in Las Vegas. If you are in the Chicago area, my girl Minky Blinks on Instagram, please book with her. She is phenomenal, and like, I will say a whole bunch of stuff about service providers and everything. Like, I will tell you the nitty-gritty based off of my own personal experience. So yeah, those two, I really like them. There's some other girls here in the city that I do like, but I will say to do foreign work, and two, she does bottoms. It's so hard to find a girl to do bottom lashes out here in Las Vegas, but we'll save that video for a lash experience video. So I know in my last video, I was talking to you guys about how I came back to Vegas. I was working at salons and things like that. And then now I'm managing a salon here. I am in Chinatown. I'm right off of, literally, I'm right off of the corner of Sahara and Decatur. I'm in prime Chinatown area. I love it here. I'm working with two other nail technicians. I have a nail assistant. Her name is Jules, my jewel bug. I love her. She does kawaii style nails. Really dope nail girl. Have another nail girl in here. She specializes in character art. She just graduated in January. So I have a really good team right now. I love my assistant, bro. Like, managing a salon is something else, and I'm gonna jump right into it. My cut. Managing a salon, guys, like, I'm gonna be so honest with you, it is tedious. Like, I am doing more managing and meetings and all types of other stuff rather than servicing. I don't say rather than servicing, but it's like I don't have that much time to service like I really used to because I'm managing a salon. Two, I'm having to restock the salon, and also on top of that, I don't just manage a nail salon, it's also half med spa. So they do Botox in here, they do cool sculpting in here. So I'm the manager, and right now, like, of course the doctor hasn't come in or anything, he does appointments only type of thing, but it's both sides salon. So you have the med spa and then you have the nails on the other side, right? So I'm literally staying on top of both of it, kind of sort of, because the med spa part of the salon, it's just now starting back up with the company that I'm under. But then the nail salon, that's a little bit different. It's easy for me to manage a nail salon. So, I mean, I've been doing it for 4 years. The girls here have been doing nails for about like a year. To, like I said, like January. So that's something that's really cool, working with fresh talents. I will say, when it comes to my assistant, like, she does know, well, she does have experience working in a shop, so I will say, like, I really like that about her. Like, I didn't really have to do too much training with her. With the other girl, I kind of did have to do some training with her starting off, because like I said, she just graduated in January. So when it comes to like salon etiquette and things like that, like I'm really having to teach that. Another thing I am learning is like personalities. So one thing about me as a nail technician, just working as a regular nail technician, when I'm working, I usually am just socializing with my clients. Like I will talk to my coworkers and stuff like that, but the way that you guys see me interacting here on my YouTube channel, and I do that with my clients, but when it comes to like my coworkers and stuff, like I came here to work. I did not come here to make friends. Now, if we become friends, great, that's wonderful, but I did not come here to be kiki with you. So no, I do this with my clients and my YouTube subscribers. Like I do this with you guys, but when I'm in work mode, I'm completely different. So how are you gonna give me boba with no boba? Make it make sense. Anywho, I am noticing all the different types of personalities that people have, working with different types of people. It's a lot, I will say, but I will say that even though it is a lot, I can handle it. I've dealt with so much over the past 4 years. Like I've really been hustling and grinding like to get a position like this. This is really nice to put under my belt on my resume, me managing a salon within 4 years. But I will say with my prior experience, I think that's one of the reasons why I got this position, was because I've worked literally in 3 states over the past 4 years. I'm about to do New York Fashion Week, by the way, guys, in September. I'm so excited. So I'm doing a lot of stuff. So I really feel like when I presented myself, I was like, okay, this is what I've done in the past 4 years, even with COVID going on. So I got this amazing position. I like my team. My assistant is like my rock. I really, really like her. That's what's going on with the salon and my staff and things like that. We all get along. We all pretty much, for the most part. I'm not gonna dive into that. I really am not, because I'm just not. But you know, there's days where people feel some type of way, but for the most part, it's pretty easy sailing vibes and everything. The owner is really freaking dope. She's Vietnamese and Black. I love her. She's really, really nice. I'm so used to working in a full service salon where it's hair, lashes, and nails and waxing, right? So now this is kind of like an upgrade. It's like, okay, I was in a full service salon. All right, bet. Now it's like I'm in a med spa. It's like my prices also are matching what people usually typically get done within my price range. So they're getting the BBLs, they're getting the fake tatas, they're getting the Botox, they're getting the lip fillers, they're getting literally everything. So it really fits like me personally with my style of nails and then the type of clientele that I'm servicing. Also, I service a lot of people in the sex industry, entertainment industry, and things like that. So it's like we provide these services, and then look, you have other services that my clients also get. This is really great for my personal clients. So it was just like a great like mesh. So I'm really happy where I'm at right now at the salon, managing right now. Do I plan to stay? I'm working with what I got right now, so I can't complain. I like it. Really good management, communicative, and two, like I said, really nice having a team. And then setting the prices, like I have full on control at this salon. Like I'm setting the prices for things. Like I'm literally doing everything as if this place was my own, except it's not my own. So I really like that. I am getting more experience. I've never ran a salon to this extent where it's all commission. So this is a little bit different for me. But I will say it's easier doing commission versus doing booths for different girls and wondering if they're using your supplies and stuff. Like, in all honesty, it's easier just to be commission, and you just ask your salon just to give you a higher commission split. Like, once you have something to show, present on your plate, this is my plate, and I want the higher commission or I'm gonna leave. Like, most salons will give you a higher commission. So that's something that I will say that I do over here is, depending on your work and your clientele, determines your commission. So the highest commission split that you can get here is 70-30, 60-40 typical, newer nail tech, no clientele, typically a 50-50. I will not do a 40-60. That is literally slavery in my eyes, and like I'm not on that type of time. I just can't do that to people. Like nail tech, no, I'm just not. Also have nail technicians audition. Yes, you have to audition. I have to see what work you are putting out, because I just need to see what work you're putting out. One thing I have noticed when doing interviews and doing auditions and things like that, the people's work that I'm seeing on their Instagram and their portfolio is not matching up to what they're doing in their auditions, and it's not making sense to me. But yeah, so that's why I'm doing a lot of auditions and things like that, because I want to see where people are and if they're really like, if their work is really speaking how it does on Instagram, if it's doing the same thing here in person. So I do require auditions. You can bring a model or you do your nails on myself. I know that can be very intimidating for some people, but it's like, you know, hey girl, like, hey, like, I need to see how good your work is, because one thing when it comes to like servicing, if my personal clients can't like book with me because I'm overbooked or something, I send them to my assistant, and my assistant does, you know, my nails on backup when I'm traveling and all types of stuff. She's doing my clients and things like that. So I need to know what your quality of work is, and two, to see like, is it to par to what my clients are used to getting? Because one thing about clientele, they complain. Like, they will complain when they're used to seeing a certain nail tech do certain things. You know, when you go out of town and they have to go sit in somebody else's chair, like, they want to go to someone that's like somewhere close to what they're getting, you know what I mean? So with that being said, I know every nail tech does things differently. Everybody has their own techniques and stuff like that. But with that being said, I still want your work to be close to the level that I'm at least, like, because I don't want to come back and see my clients' nails, you know, with fungus or like some crazy stuff. Like one of my clients, side conversation. So one of my clients, unfortunately, she wasn't able to get in with me before I went to Chicago. And she went to another salon and she literally got fungus on one of her fingers. And then they also drilled into her nail bed. So I'm just like, dang, like I wish you could have gotten in with my assistant. But my assistant, she only works 3 days a week, so she's booked out with her personal clients. So it's like, okay, I do have the other girl, but she's a newer girl, and it's like, when it comes to servicing, I'm not gonna throw somebody under the bus because I know what type of clientele I have. They have high expectations because they know how I am. Like, I am like this. I'm a military kid. Like, I really am. I'm a military kid. Well, I'm grown. I'm almost 30. I'm 27, but I'm military. On time is late. Late is unacceptable. Early is on time. So like, I'm so precise in like, I'm not OCD because I'm not diagnosed with it. So I'm not gonna say I am something that I'm not, but I'm such a stickler for how I do nails, because one of my biggest fears when I was a nail tech coming out of nail school, I didn't want to do girls' nails and then they leave and be like, oh, and now she did this, it looks horrible. Like, that's one of my biggest fears. That's always been one of my biggest fears. So to prevent that fear, that's why I've been on my, since I started doing nails, because I was like, I wish someone would say anything about my nails. Like, I'm sure there's been like occasions where I've messed up in the beginning, and happens to us all, but still, the work needs to present itself as such. So I will say, when it comes to like, nail technicians applying and things like that, like I said, they do have to audition here, but right now things are pretty okay. In the salon, I am still looking for another nail technician, but like things are pretty steady right now. It would be really nice to get another one, but if it doesn't happen, then it's just like, there's only one seat left in here. So I'm not too pressed on it, but that's what's going on here in the salon, the management, hiring, pricing, things like that. Okay, so I know you guys always like to hear a lot of my story time videos, and you guys live for the drama. I'm not a drama person. I'm really not. Like, it's just not one of me. It's just not me. And one of the reasons why, like, I personally don't like to do story times and things of that such is because when it comes to YouTube, I've noticed, especially when I was living in Chicago, I noticed like people were really judging me based off of my YouTube videos and things like that. And I'm just like, why didn't you ask me? Like, why didn't you ask me what happened? Like, why didn't you ask me, like, if you have a question about something, why don't you open your mouth? Like, that's one of my biggest things that I don't like being an adult, is that a lot of adults don't like to say stuff or speak up for themselves or like speak their opinion, but you can say it behind people's back. Like, it's so weird. It's just not giving grown woman. It's just not. It's giving childish, and I'm just not here for that. So when it comes to me and my other videos, I've had some people reach out to me and say like, hey, like whenever you're talking about Chicago and working in salons and things, like your experience and stuff, why do you always like brush it over? One of the reasons why is because I kind of get to the point where I'm just like, it's a repetitive thing that I've noticed with salons, and a lot of people will say like, oh, well, if it's the common denominator, then it's you. So we're gonna do a recap really quick right now, and two, I got the receipts as well. If you guys want to see them, I can post a whole nother video. Anyways, I'm going to literally talk about each salon that I've worked at up until where I am now, and one of the reasons why I left, because a lot of people will think like it is like a you thing until you hear why I left salons. So let's start from the very beginning.